What is up, YouTube? Remington James here, and today I am bringing you a much requested video. This one is for my ultimate mass building, muscle building shake. Now, as most of you might know, in order to build good quality muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus, right? And the hardest part about being in a surplus is getting all that food in. I work with multiple clients that are either looking to cut or looking to bulk. The ones looking to bulk, oftentimes when I finally give them their meal plan, they look at it and they go, holy crap, how am I supposed to eat all this? And if you don't have the appetite to get down a lot of your food, a good way to get in those calories that you need is through a mass building shake. And now there's mass building supplements out there. You can buy mass gainer powders and stuff like that, but I tend to find that you're gonna get your best results using natural foods that you make yourself, and it will save you quite a bit of money. If you want a good wholesome way to not only get your micronutrients, hit your macro goals, and get all the calories you need in order to make sure all that training you're doing is being as effective as possible in terms of muscle gain, then look no further than this video. If you guys are ready to see my secret recipe, then I'm ready to show you. Let's do it! So what you're gonna need for this, guys, is first a food scale to make sure you're weighing and measuring everything out. You don't necessarily have to do this, but if you're trying to be as accurate as possible, this will help a ton. You're gonna need yourself some protein powder. I'm using BPI ISO HD. You're gonna need yourself some honey, some oatmeal, some almond milk, a measuring cup. I'm using frozen fruit. You can use fresh fruit if you want, but I find frozen fruit makes this more like a smoothie than anything. And you're gonna need yourself some peanut butter. Oh, and last but not least, you're gonna need yourself a blender. I'm using a food processor because I don't even have a blender, but if you have a blender that'll fit all this stuff, then you are good to go. Let's get started. All right, guys, the first ingredient this shake calls for is 2 cups of old-fashioned oatmeal. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these in here. This oatmeal is gonna ensure you're getting complex carbohydrates, a lot of fiber, and micronutrients to ensure the digestive process is running smoothly and efficiently. Last thing you wanna do is load up on a ton of sugar with no fiber and get your whole system stocked up. You wanna be able to effectively digest all the food you're putting in your body. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and put in unsweetened almond milk. If you really wanna jack your calories up, you can use sweetened almond milk. It'll add a little bit of sugar, or whole milk, as that's gonna add quite a bit of calories as well. I'm opting for unsweetened though, just because regular milk doesn't seem to settle too well in my stomach. So we're gonna need 1 cup, 2 cups, perfect. And then next up, we're gonna need 2 servings or 64 grams or 4 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. We got 1 and 2. That makes 64 grams. Next, we're gonna add our bag of frozen fruit here. This is a medley, so this is gonna have a blend of strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, cranberries, and red grapes. So really hitting the whole spectrum of fruit there. That's gonna ensure we get as many micronutrients as possible. Although if you wanna opt just for one, you'll be fine with that. But open this up. Like I said, getting the frozen versions, to me, makes this a whole lot better because it comes out way more like a smoothie than anything. So add these in here, perfect. And then next up, we want 2 servings of honey. So it's gonna be about 42 grams. I'm gonna estimate this. You can weigh it out if you're being extra particular. We need about 42 grams. This is gonna add some simple carbs to this and really help add to the flavor and jack the overall carbohydrate count up. Awesome. And keep in mind, if your goal is to build muscle, don't be afraid of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are essential when it comes to packing on lean mass. And then finally, we're gonna go ahead and add 2 scoops of our BPI ISO HD isolate protein powder. This is gonna help jack up that protein content and ensure we're getting the proper amino acids needed for muscle growth. So 2 scoops here and 2. That is perfect. All right, guys, now that everything's in here, we're gonna go ahead and place the lid securely on. Boom. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing blended up. And there we go. Looks like we are all blended up. Let's take a look down in here. Oh man, look at this. Guys, I'm ready to give this a taste test. Okay guys, I went ahead and emptied this into a shaker bottle. Now, there was a little bit left over that didn't quite fit in this shaker bottle, but for the most part, the entire thing was able to cram into here. So almost everybody has a shaker bottle like this. Makes it really easy and convenient for your meal. You don't even have to drink it right away. You can go ahead and just take it with you, drink it later, whatever you gotta do, or split it up into a couple different meals. But let me go ahead and give this a taste test. Let's see how she is. We ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh. That's good, guys. That is good. A little thick, which you're gonna have in a mass gainer shake. It's gonna be a little thick, but oh heck yeah. Good. This is really good, guys, and it's all natural ingredients, so you aren't adding a ton of crap to your body like you would if you were just dirty bulking with like pizza and other stuff like that. These are all good, clean sources, which in my opinion, the most micronutrient-dense foods are the ones that are gonna help you build muscle at the most optimal rate. This is really good, guys. Awesome. So you guys definitely need to try this out, for sure. In this entire shake here, there is 1,540 calories. You gotta think about that, guys. That is not much less than what I cut with on a daily basis. So that is a ton of calories in one shake, right? And that's the thing about putting on muscle. Typically when I'm bulking, I'm eating about 3,000 calories a day. So if I'm bulking, this is gonna be half of my nutrition for the day. 2 of these a day, and I'm right there. If we're talking overall macros, in this entire thing, we have 49 grams of fat, we have 92 grams of protein, and 198 grams of carbohydrates. So realistically, doubling this would almost fit my macros if I'm bulking. Less than 100 grams of fat, which is usually where I try to keep things unless we're on the final phases of a bulk. 92 grams of protein, so we take that, we times that by 2, that puts me right around body weight in protein, which is about where you wanna be, and then 400 grams of carbs, and a whopping 30 grams of fiber. So really everything we need here, guys, loaded with vitamins and minerals and all the essential things you need to pack on muscle. So quick, easy, and convenient, guys. And I had someone comment saying they wanted to see a version of this that didn't have any supplements in it. If you wanted to, you can swap the protein out completely with 1 container of liquid egg whites, and then you'll just drop back 1 cup of almond milk. Now we don't have too much liquid in there, but yeah, guys, that is the bulking shake. Quick, easy, pain-free. And I'm telling you guys, if you have trouble eating food, drinking your calories is just as viable of an option. So glad I could share this recipe with you guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you off. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this content, and comment below with recipe ideas and stuff you wanna see me make videos on. So as always, I appreciate your support for sure. You guys are incredible. I get to do what I love to do because you guys allow it to happen. So with that, I'm out of here, guys. Let's cheers to it. And don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you can be making better. With that, I'm out of here. This has been a Remington James production, and I will see you guys at the next video. See you guys.